Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And today I'm talking about who the real model minorities are. In my last video, I talked about Minnesota having a problem still again with the Somalis. And then I talked a little bit about how America likes to frame Asians as model minorities. But Black Americans are the real model minorities. We are the real model minorities. And I'm not just blowing smoke. I'm going to back up what I'm saying. So stay with me. Let me go on and say the quiet part out loud again. Black Americans are the model minority, not because we were treated the best, not because we were given the most, but because, despite being treated the worst, we still built, shaped, defended, and defined the United States in ways no other group can claim. And if that statement made you pause, good, because I'm not talking about the stereotype of a model minority. I'm talking about receipts. So I'm going to define model minority my way. When I say model minority, I'm not talking about the trope used to pit groups against each other. I'm talking about a simple, factual definition. A group whose contributions, sacrifices, and innovations have shaped the nation's core identity, culture, and legal structure. By that definition, Black Americans aren't just a model minority, we're the blueprint, okay? We shaped the legal structure of American freedom. Every major civil rights case that opened doors for all minorities, from education to voting to immigration, was fought, won, and paid for by Black Americans. Other groups walked through the doors we had to break down. We created the culture the world copies: music, fashion, language, sports, aesthetics, social norms, entertainment. Black American culture isn't a subculture. It's the global export that defines American cool. We expanded democracy itself. Reconstruction, the civil rights movement, voting rights, labor rights, fair housing, due process. Every time America needed to grow up, Black Americans forced the issue. And that's why people want us to come outside now. But we have just decided that we're not coming outside right now. We're just not coming outside right now. They have to do something. White people have to do something to perfect the union. Just being white and just having privilege is not enough anymore. They've got to do some work. So we're going to see what they're made of, because now is the time to do the work. Foundational Black Americans is a distinct, rooted American identity. And here's the part that people don't like to admit. Black Americans are not searching for identity. We created one. We are one of the oldest continuous cultural groups in the United States, over 400 years deep. We have a distinct dialect, a distinct food tradition, a distinct musical lineage, a distinct social structure, a distinct worldview. We don't see the world like everybody else sees it. Our worldview is shaped by the experience of enslavement on U.S. soil, by the fight for full citizenship, by the creation of a new culture separate from Africa. Because some of us came from Africa. My family came from Africa. So some of us did come from Africa, but we were made new here in the United States. As they say, we had an ethnogenesis here, separate from Africa. It is shaped by a collective ethic of resilience, skepticism toward power, and communal responsibility, and a belief in self-definition. We are who we say we are. not who America says we are. This worldview is not African, it's not immigrant, and it's not white American. It is our own cultural system. Now I want to talk about the diaspora discourse. Now let me be clear. This is not about superiority. This is not about tearing down other groups. This is about documented contributions. A lot of the pushback you see online isn't historical, it's emotional, it's insecurity, misunderstanding, or it's people chasing engagement. And we've talked about that. But the historical record, not up for debate. Black Americans didn't just survive America, we shaped it. So when I say Black Americans are the model minority, I mean this. If a model minority is the group whose struggle expanded American democracy, whose culture defines American identity, and whose resilience shaped the nation's moral arc, then yes, Black Americans are the model minority. Not because we were favored, but because we were foundational. And the irony is, we did all of this with the least support, with the most obstacles, and the highest cost. So the next time someone tries to weaponize that phrase, remind them Black Americans didn't ask to be the model, we just became it. The Black American story reminds me of the Robert Frost poem, The Road Not Taken. A path was forced on us that we would not have chosen, but we walked that path, and we walked it with dignity, with courage, even though we had to sacrifice and there were some tears along the way, but we made it. And so we made our own path. That's exactly what Black Americans have done. We've carved our own path. And it has made all the difference. So people can say whatever they want to say about us. They can think whatever they want to think about us. We are the model minorities in this country. And it speaks for itself. And nobody can take this away from us. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about the video and have a good day.